in the successful negotiation, you need to separate people from issues. So if I'm negotiating with you, I need to function about the issues, not about you. Again, that's not natural because we get involved in our issues. The reason why you need to separate it is because then if I'm giving up, it's as if I am being diminished. So if I am the subject, then if I'm giving up something, I'm being diminished. And we don't like it. And our subconscious starts resisting it. But if I am able to separate the issue from the person, if I'm giving up something on the issue, it does not matter too much. It's an issue. It's not me. I'm not being diminished. So that's the first element. Separate people from issues. So when you're negotiating, quickly do that. You may remember earlier in one of the examples about mandate, I wanted you to make that identification, sorry, on representation, whether it was issues or people. It's very important to be able to do that. That's why even a euphemism arose. There was a time when you were firing people from jobs. You used to say, hey, I fire you, go away. Then it became politically incorrect to do that. You would say, oh, the position is now redundant. So it's as if I'm not firing you, I'm just closing the position. So it's moving from person to issue, as it were. Second is focus on interests, not positions. Because, again, naturally, we tend to focus on the position I'm taking. So on this matter, I think immigration should be reduced. That's my position. Yes? So you, the negotiator, what you need to do is try to get them to focus on the interest. So he's arguing that immigration should be reduced. What's their interest in immigration being reduced? If you understand it, then you focus on the interest, because it is possible you might find another solution that would still satisfy him. So focus on interest, which is a wider, broader, not positions. And if you are able to do that, then you can generate options for mutual gain, because you may be able to show the common interest and generate an option for mutual gain. All of this, of course, is another training, but one can do, I used to run workshops 2 days just on win-win. And the last time I did serious level of that training is over 10 years ago, when some of the participants were the UN reps who were allowed to go to East Timor after the war, because then they were going to face all of those contrasting things. Yeah? And finally is, so you've separated the issues from the people, you've focused on interests rather than positions, and you invent options that are of mutual benefit. But that's not enough. You have to then create objective criteria for assessment. Because if in the negotiation I've given up something, I need to be able to convince myself that it is okay that I've done that, or to convince my constituency and give them a basis as to why I've made this decision. I may be able to go to them and say, you may not like the decision, but here's the criteria on which I've based it. So these were the 4 things they found to be the powerful ways of doing win-win negotiations.
When I was doing my MBA with